Good afternoon, Tamzin Cochrane here, Penny and Trowel Cooking School. We are going to make some protein balls, cinnamon protein balls. We're going to make them as opposed to bake them because they are no bake. I thought I would throw in something this week that was not full of sugar, butter, etc. But it's still a really tasty morsel. So let's crack on. They don't take long to make. You do get very messy making them. So first of all, I've got two sorts of porridge oats here. The quick cook sort and the larger porridge oats, the old-fashioned. So those are going to give a different texture when you're eating. I have got some protein powder. I personally use Isogenics. I love their quality control, but it's just a vanilla protein powder, so one that you would normally use. I've got some shredded coconut. That's going to help give it a little bit more sweetness, and it's going to give it that chewy as well. So those are all the dry things, if you like, and as you saw, I literally just threw them in the bowl. So while they are in there, I'm just going to mix around all of them so I've got a decent mixture there. I'm going to add the cinnamon powder. That's 3 teaspoons of cinnamon, so you can see why they're cinnamon protein balls. Just mix that in as well. Very nice, smells divine. Now I have some almond milk, and I've gone for the unsweetened vanilla almond milk, but you can use whatever of those milks that you like and use, and obviously you could put a different flavour in here. You could put a chocolate one, you could put a natural one, that's up to you. And I have some coconut oil, which I microwaved for about 20 seconds. It's just a 1/4 cup, so I can actually tell you how many fluid ounces because we're in here. So 2 fluid ounces of coconut oil. So we will put that in as well. And now all we're going to do is mix them together. So here we go. There's not a lot of fluid that you've put in there, but you're going to see that it makes for wonderful protein balls. So you can see it's all coming together. I have a number of protein balls that I make. I find them very easy. I keep them in the fridge in a Tupperware container, plastic container, and then when you want something to eat on, they're right there, or if you want to put them in packed lunches or quick snacks, or you're dashing out in the car, because my kids will eat these, they're not a problem. Right, so these are all ready now. Before I mould them into balls, I'm just going to make the topping we're going to do. Now, I would say normally I most probably would make those into balls first, but believe me, your hands get very sticky, so it's easier for me to show you the topping. So I've just got about 2 ounces of Greek yogurt, another 1/4 cup of the protein powder for the topping, and some maple syrup. Now all I'm going to do is mix this together. There we go. That is mixed. I'll just get a little more aggressive now that I've mixed it, just to take any lumps out. And there's your frosting all made, and still a nutritious, tasty topping. Now let's get our hands messy. So the protein mixture has all mixed in, as you can see, but once you touch it, you'll discover it's very sticky. So all you're going to do is mold it into balls. and then put it on your baking sheet. I've lined the baking sheet with parchment. That's just for ease of lifting off. You don't necessarily need to do that. So I'm literally just going to pick some up, squeeze it into a ball, and it works very well. Now, interestingly, when I made a load just now, I had poured the milk in and then had to deal with the flapjacks coming out that we had made at 2 o'clock. And when I went back and then added the oil and carried on, a lot of the milk had really absorbed in. So it wasn't actually as sticky as this. So I might test that theory again before I change the recipe. But it may well be worth putting the milk in and waiting 5 minutes before you carry on, and just let the porridge oats absorb some of that moisture. But I'm going to have to experiment. So you don't need to stand here and watch me make lots of balls, because you can see that we've already done that. So what you will do next then is, and I will come back to making the rest of these balls in a moment, is you're going to take your frosting and you are going to just take a teaspoon of it and pop it over the top like that. Put more or less on, depending on your preference. One of my balls has cracked open there. I didn't make that very well, did I? There we go. And you're just going to do that to all of them. And what I then do is take, oh, I'm getting this jar so sticky, my cinnamon, and just put a little bit on top. So, as normal, here's a batch that I made earlier. One is missing, by the way. So it did do, hang on, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, it did 17. So depending on the size that you want to do. And once I put the topping on, I went and put this tray in the fridge, so it just set that topping as well. But they're quick, they're simple, they're tasty, and they will last in your fridge up to a week. So well worth doing. And I do have other flavours on the website. There's different ones you can do. There's a mint chocolate one as well. But enjoy. Bye for now.